Hi, Chris. Um, Glad to have a chance to catch up with you about a couple of things here. First of all, just wanted to say how really, really sorry and upset I am that you had to go through what you had to recently um, because of a petty functionary at the Bayview system. I think that the way you were treated was rude, disrespectful, crude, just completely unnecessary. I don't think anybody deserves to be treated the way that you were. Anybody, but especially not you. Okay? So I just want you to know that we've noticed this and we've noticed it. And the one good thing that I think might come out of this, I hope, is that it's also reminded me and others that we are so lucky to have you work with us and to be our colleague. We don't say so often enough, and so sometimes it takes a bad moment like this to remind us. But you're a treasure, an absolute treasure. We're so lucky. Our patients are so lucky. I, for one, could not do the job that I do. I couldn't do it nearly as well if I didn't have you there, elbow to elbow, helping me with patients in the clinic, helping me on days when we're not in the clinic together. I just couldn't do it. You're remarkable. I think it's hard for me to think of things to say that everybody else hasn't. But one thing that I treasure also is just that if something needs to be done, you just get it done. I don't have to wonder if it's going to happen. If I forget to do something, you remind me. It's really, really remarkable. I think some days I kind of wonder. I think your relationship with our patients is so good. I have a feeling that for follow-ups anyways, that a lot of them come just to see you, and then they humor me because I happen to be there, and they'll spend a few minutes in the exam room with me because they have to. But I think they really come to see you. They all want to. They all want to know how you're doing. It's amazing. The I saw with Bob, I was kind of glad that he evoked the protest spirit from the 1960s, and Meredith brought in a little bit of music, and it made me think too. I'm a Bob Dylan fan, and he has a great song that everybody knows, "Blowing in the Wind." But there's a line from it that's like, it says, how many times can a man turn his head and pretend that he just didn't see? And talking about injustice and how it's wrong if we notice it and we don't acknowledge it and we don't do something about it. So I want you to know, I think this moment that you had was in the context of not being treated as you should on multiple occasions. And I'm, for one, not turning my head. I think our colleagues are not turning their head. I want you to know we're here for you. We stand with you, and we won't tolerate this kind of thing. See you Monday.